I watched something the other day that... Good morning, party people. Welcome to The Breakdown with Nath and Johnny. I watched something the other day that was talking about... it was showing the voice actors doing a lot of those movies. Johnny and I was talking about he went and saw the Inside Out sequel, Inside Out 2.
It was really good. I highly recommend it, especially if you have children who are around the...
Teen, preteen.
8 to 14 age. I think it's really good.
Teen, preteen. It's so cool watching actors do the voices and seeing being like, I know that actor so well.
Yeah.
That's nothing what they sound like. And just like watching them do it. Like it was had like Jason Segel doing someone from Incredibles who I didn't know he played. No, from Despicable Me. He plays like this, like the dweeby, bowl cut, evil genius guy in that.
Yes.
So good. Watching him do the voices for that.
Have you seen If yet?
If.
The one that John Krasinski made with Ryan Reynolds?
No, I've been actively avoiding movies at theatre for the past 2 months because I'm like, I'm on a plane for the next... I'm on a 17-hour flight tomorrow.
Yeah.
A lot of newish releases will be on the flight, so I just want to save stuff for that.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's been strategic.
You'll enjoy it. It's great.
I mean, that's
another one that's got so many big names
Reynolds?
In it. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is in it.
Yeah, okay.
But John Krasinski wrote it.
Yeah.
And did it.
I really like him. I think he's a very talented actor. It took me the longest time to get over him as Jim. I could only see him as Jim.
Yep.
But we're through it. Anyway, sorry for the very
He was
long
great at
preamble.
He's great as Jim.
Yes.
He's so good.
We're checking out Your Broken Hero Love Story. This is Matt's version, featuring Aaron Gillespie of Underoath and The Almost.
Emo.
Quite good.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm getting a haircut.
You never
today.
had the full emo hair.
I didn't. Yeah, I did for a little bit, like years ago.
I mean, I've seen photos of that, but it wasn't...
Oh, like it wasn't
that.
like hectic.
It wasn't long. It was
big. Yeah, no. I didn't do that whole thing. It's just too much time for me, man. Like, also, I don't see when you got a head that's as shit as mine. I don't see the point in doing your hair really nice.
Matt actually looks good with it.
It suits him.
He pulls it off. Like I look at him like.
By the way, thanks for saying. No, you don't have a shit head, man. Appreciate you.
I never lie to you.
He's a good friend.
Even when
he's been a bad friend.
If you haven't listened to the end, the full album from Your Broken Hero, do yourself a favour, go listen. They've done such a cool thing here. So for those of you that haven't checked out any of this before, you maybe just a fan of the channel, haven't seen it.
I haven't checked out the full album yet.
It's fucking sick. It's so good. Every song, I feel like, hits like a different element of nostalgic emo. But there's like pure pop punk moments. There's some real like... post-hardcore moments. There's even like that electro-influenced pop, like Hello Goodbye.
Yeah.
303. No, not as rappy. No, more. What's the other band that was like really big? Did Metro Station. Metro Station sort of vibes.
Yeah.
It's done immaculate.
Shake it.
He's always said that. So this is the film clip for Love Story. That's a Taylor Swift song, hence Matt's version.
And you know we Swifties on here. I'm not a Swiftie.
He's a Swiftie. 3, 2, 1. That style of beanie.
It's so good.
We were both young when I first saw you.
You know who that style of beanie reminds me of? Our friend Eli. He used to always wear it.
He looks exactly like that, just with worse hair. On that beanie, I remember when they were really big, and they didn't suit me. I looked funny with them, so I started wearing like a fisherman style beanie, and I remember getting like actual bullied in like a beer garden, wants to be like, "Oi, nice beanie, you fucking fisherman." And then like 6 months later, it became really cool, and I saw that dude wearing it, and I fucking gave him so much shit.
Oh, did you know who it was?
Yeah, it was. He was like covered in tattoos, real poser boy. Can't remember his name now, but he was a douche.
Was it me?
Had a real shit head.
I close my eyes and the
Paul. His name was Paul.
I'm standing
Oh, yeah, I know who you mean. Full poser boy.
on a balcony in summer air. See the lights, see the party, the ball gowns. See you make your way through the crowd and say hello. you, so close your eyes. Escape this town for a little while. 'Cause you were Romeo, I was a scarlet letter, and my daddy said stay away from Juliet. But you were everything to me. I was begging you, please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting.
So
All
good.
that's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say. Romeo, save me. They're trying to tell me how to feel. This love is
It was like
difficult.
fantastic.
It's
So good.
real. Don't be afraid. We'll make it out of this mess. It's a love story, baby, just say.
How well do you know the original of this song?
Oh, I know the song, not super original. Like, not super well.
That
Like,
verse there, I actually like. He changed it only ever so slightly. Changed the vocal timing with that melody.
okay.
I like when bands do that to make it their own a little bit more. Because this song I've heard so many versions by so many people. It's a very
yeah.
easily covered song.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like when a band makes their own like that. Also, kind of cool having the dual vocals.
Yeah.
It's a love story, baby, just say. I got tired waiting, wondering if you were ever coming around. My faith in you was fading when I met you on the outskirts of town. And I said, Romeo, save me. I've been feeling so alone. I keep waiting for you, but you never come. Is this in my head? I don't know what to think. You nailed to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, marry me, Juliet. You never have to be alone. I love you, and that's all I really know. I talk to your dad, go big, got a white dress. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. It's a love story, baby, just say yes.
Brutal.
It's a very well written song. Like the key change toward the end there, like all in the major keys. It feels
It's-
uplifting
yeah,
and
it's-
catchy.
Look, I mean, you say well-written song, and I agree, but it's such a overdone formula. It's such an overdone chord progression, but it works. So yeah, it's not that it's a well-written song, in my opinion. I think that it's exceptionally cleverly crafted on what works.
Sure.
And that's not saying it's not a good song or it's not well written, but I think it's all based on a proven, tried and tested formula. But obviously, you've still got to execute it well. So you can't. No shade on T Swift for that one, because yeah, it's got to be executed well. And the fact that you can enjoy it done by so many different artists is a cool thing. I really enjoyed that. I thought that for me was more about enjoying them too, and what Matt does with this project in a visual aspect as well, than the actual song, because you know the song.
Sure.
But again, he's found a way to do it so well and make it super enjoyable. He's got such a knack for entertaining in his music videos and
Yeah.
getting so much cool shit in like 3 to 3.5 minutes. It's really clever.
It's also like he plays on the nostalgia without making it seem like this was so shit. It actually like shows us how fun that.
It's not
era was.
ironically. It's not ironically good. It's genuinely good.
But it's also ironic that it's genuinely good. It's very clever.
Yeah. It's like Inception for irony
I'll comment here that I miss Pop Goes Punk.
by him.
Well, it's actually I missed it. When they Punk Goes Punk Goes Pop, not Pop Goes Punk.
No, it's Pop Goes Punk.
No, because then they did Punk Goes Country. They did Punk Goes Crunk. I think it was Punk Goes, not Pop Goes.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I can't remember.
I now need to look that up. But he's absolutely right. I do miss that.
Yeah, there were so many of those that had some real hidden gems on them as well. I enjoyed those very much.
They were punk goes. Punk
Yeah.
goes pop, punk goes acoustic, punk goes. They were fucking great. When's the last one?
It's not a phase, it's a lifestyle.
2017. That's a while ago the last one came out.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Anyway. Have you guys checked out Your Broken Hero before? If not, does that make you want to go back and check out some other stuff? I would 100% suggest going and checking out the other music videos. Like I just said, Matt does this so well.
Not even the music videos. Like the Emo's Not Dead thing of him doing the OG videos where he's like him just all of a sudden becoming emo and screaming along to the songs. And then the way he's turning them into like these little short films. And now he's got a fucking cruise that continues to sell out. Like I think
it's so great. Hey?
It's so cool that one, it started as a bit of a like, I remember when you do that's crazy, and then turn it into just like a massive big resurgence. And the shows look so fun. I was talking to Jake Lewis because he did the last cruise and he was just like, it was fucking sick.
Yeah.
It was so cool, like just seeing the crowd get in, and it's so like inclusive. Everyone's in the same space for the same thing.
It's so great. It really does sort of bring back a lot of memories as well of like how much fun that time was.
Yeah. Johnny's in his mid-30s just loving life.
Yeah. Dressing like a 20-year-old. And now I'm in my 40s dressing like a 20-year-old.
How old were you when you're like in 2000 what was that? I'm thinking like they're only chasing safety. It was like 2004, 2005?
Yeah, so I would have been like
20?
Yeah, early 20s.
What year were you born?
Like 22, I would have been when that. No.
What year were you born?
22, 82. So I would have been 22 when that came out.
Yeah, that's very like.
Because I was.
Time of your life.
I was sort of, I think 17, 18 when that, about 18 when that style really started to explode, you know, and you had a lot of bands coming off the back of the heavier bands like Poison the Well and Glassjaw and things like that. You had like bands like The Used and Thursday and all those.
You would have been older than that because I was like 14 or 15 then. Because I went and saw like when The Used play Horden, I went and saw
I'm
that.
only 5 years older than you, so I would have been 18 to 20. 18 to 22.
You said 17, 18.
No, then I said 18 to 22 in that sort of range.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that because I didn't get into the heavier stuff until after school. I was like the emo-y stuff.
Yeah.
So the Used was like as heavy as I was in high school.
Yeah. By the way, that new collection that the Used have dropped, those B-sides and stuff, there's some really good tracks on there.
Dude, that band's so good.
They're good. They're really good.
They just were shit live last time.
Oh, shots fired. The shots fired.
He didn't scream once.
Look, I agree with that. Don't do it on album if you're not going to do it live. Now, Roddy from Protest the Hero is the same, but he addresses it live. And that's what I found was really funny. He was like, I know this song's got like the screams. He goes, you know what? I'm just old now and I don't fucking like doing it, so I'm not going to do them. So he actually says like, I don't want to fuck my voice. I don't like screaming. Yeah. So I don't enjoy it anymore. Like,
I think the Used had a lot more. I mean, Protest have screams, but the Used have a lot of like iconic songs that have Bert scream.
Yeah, and that I think that was one of the things that really made people sort of connect with them. It sounded so real and honest because he wasn't doing it as, this song needs a scream. He was doing it because like this is how I feel.
Yeah.
In this moment.
Yeah.
I agree. If you're still doing it on album, do it live. I'd like to talk to him about it.
What do you guys feel? Is there any artists you've seen that you've been like, it didn't hold up to what because I'd seen them used a few times before, and then the last time we saw them, I was just disappointed, particularly because it was them and Papa Roach together, and Papa Roach was so good. Yeah. Better than I expected live, and so I was just a little let down with the Used comparatively. But what's a band for you that you've seen and you're like, it just didn't quite hit the way I wanted? Don't have to like put shit on them, but I'm just curious, is there anyone you'd be like, that wasn't quite what I expected?
Because like I went into seeing Thrice play Artists in the Ambulance in full, and like I'm a Thrice tragic, but
you are very tragic.
They don't really scream on albums anymore. Dustin doesn't really like do that on album anymore. And I was like, I wonder if they're going to sort of shy away because that has some of their heaviest shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, he's actually going as hard, if not harder, than ever before.
I think if you're doing a nostalgia tour, you can't not play the album the way it is.
Yeah.
I think if the Used came out and were like, we're playing In Love and Death, they'd have to play it the way it is. You can't have sound effects and over dramatics and not be fucking crazy.
It's Jeff that does most of it live now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think you can come and. I think if Thrice was doing a full tour, not just an album tour, and they weren't doing the heavies, I'd understand it more.
But every time I've seen them, they still do it. They're just like, this is part of the song. It might not be part
I can't
of
talk about Thrice, you'll get angry. What do you guys think of that cover? As I said, if you've listened to the album, let us know your favourite songs. I think my favourites are between Rooftops and Don't Listen to My Voicemail.
Okay.
They're the two tracks on there. One features Jake. I love my dude.
Yeah.
The other one also features Pierre from Simple Plan, and it sounds great.
Oh, cool.
There's some awesome features on it, so go listen. See you guys next time.